Union Legislature. Welcome to you all in this online class. Dear student, as you know, we are discussing about the union government, the legislature. If you have read the book, you will know or you know that a general conception was to be clear that I have already cleared about the union government. What is union government? In which you have learned the union legislature, executive and judiciary. These three organs of the government form the union government. These are the three organs of the union government, in which you have learned the union legislature means the parliament. Parliament means two houses and the president. Two houses means Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha and the president. Why president is called an integrated part of the parliament, you know. Parliament, the president is called the integral part, very urgent part, a most important part, inevitable part of parliament, because parliament is law-making authority, law-making body. Law is made by the two houses by passing the bill, and this bill cannot be called a law, a rule, until the signature of president is done. For each and every bill, president's signature is, for each and every law, the signature of president on this bill is must. That is why president is called an integral part that cannot be separated. Integral means that cannot be separated. United form. Integrated part. Right? So in this way, president is called also a part of parliament. Okay? I want to clear this fact. How does a president a part of parliament? Your answer should be, since parliament makes law, no doubt under parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha discuss and pass the bill to be a law. No bill can be called a law that is passed by the two houses if the consent of president is, if the approval of the president is not taken. It means for each and every bill to be a law, president's signature means consent, acceptance, is must. That is why president is called a part of parliament. And rest about the judiciary you have learned. You have already listened. Today we have to discuss about the parliament, the union legislature. Right? This is the image or photographs of our union legislature, union legislative body, the parliament, that is in Delhi. How does a parliament form? What is the function of parliament? Right? All these things will be discussed in this chapter, but in this PPT, PowerPoint presentation, you are going to learn about the union legislature. What is how the legislature, parliament is formed? What are the qualifications of a person to be parliament? Right? So these are the main topic about which we are going to know. Actually, what happened when we are trying to get independence from the British, we had the strong desire that after leaving India by the British, we would have a government of our own. I mean, there would be a democratic government that is based on self-rule. I mean, a system in which all the people will participate. And this type of government is called the democratic government. So, how the participation of all the people could be made possible, it was the basic aim, or it was a challenge for the constitution maker. That is why, first of all, they had drafted a right that is called universal adult franchise. A process, a system was installed, a system was made in the constitution that is called universal adult franchise. Dear student, this is a very familiar word to you because you are studying about these facts since class 6. Here, the meaning and its importance are mentioned point-wise. So if the question comes right about the importance of universal adult franchise or what is universal adult franchise, mention its importance, you can mention all these points. First of all, you have to learn universal adult franchise means right to vote. It means all the citizens of 18 years or above old have right to cast vote without any discrimination. Right? Universal adult franchise means right to vote. It means all the people of 18 years or above have right to cast votes without any differences. Okay, this is the meaning. What are the importance? Actually, universal adult franchise gives us right to vote. Right to vote to us means here the citizen of India who is 18 years and above old. Second, it provides us the opportunity, chances to participate in political process. I mean, in the system of government. As you know, our constitution makers wanted to provide a chance to all the people to participate in government. And in this regard, this right to vote or universal adult franchise is a very important step through which our constitution provides us opportunity to participate in the political system, political process. How can we participate? Do you know? Actually, the base of the government is prepared by universal adult franchise because in a democracy, government is formed by the elected representatives by the people. I mean, in democracy, the government is made, formed by the representatives elected by the people. Here, elected means election is held, vote is given in their favor. And who can vote? Those who have a right to vote. I mean, those who comes under universal adult franchise area. By using this right, universal adult franchise, by using this right, The people cast the vote in favor of their suitable representatives and elected representatives form the government. So it proves that universal adult franchise provide us opportunity to participate in the system. Is it clear? Now next stage, next importance, universal adult franchise helps us to elect our representatives. For what purpose? To form the government and to control and guide the government. How do we guide our government or control our government by this right? Do you know? Yes, because you have already studied in class 6 also, but here in to some extent standard or way you have to know. Universal adult franchise or right to vote makes us suitable to control and guide the government, because the government which became uncontrolled or misguide the nation, such government fails to get vote in their favor from the voters in coming election, and they are removed from the power. So a general fear remains in the heart and mind of the government officials or governments that they would be removed in case of doing wrong or in case of being uncontrolled, or and if they will misguide the system or the nation. So we see that universal adult franchise is a very important political weapon in the hand of the people to control and guide the government. Is it clear? Now next, people get a chance to express their trust in democratic setup. I mean, democratic government is successful government for us. And we have the firm faith, belief. How can this belief be shown or represented or reflected on the ground of reality? By using the right of universal adult franchise or these facilities. We express our trust. We communicate our feelings in the face of the government by using this right. So these are the main points of the importance of universal adult franchise. I hope you have understood well the meaning and the importance of universal adult franchise. If not, you can express your feeling through your chat box. You can write your query or problems, right? Very good. If you have any problem, you can ask. I am ready to answer your meaning of franchise means right to vote. Abhinav Anand, you have asked the question, what is the meaning of franchise? Franchise means right to vote, right? Here three terms are used. Now, universal. Universal means for all. For universe or here for all. Adult means the people who is 18 years and above old. And franchise means right to vote. In this way, universal adult franchise means right to vote to all the persons, all the citizens who are 18 years and above old have right to cast vote, and this is called universal adult franchise. Thank you. Earlier it was 21 years. Later on it was made 18 years. This change has been brought, and you know, nowadays also some changes are going to be on. Some changes are brought as per the demand of the age. Now, as you know, uh, the marriageable age of the girl age as per our constitution is what? 18 years. But nowadays discussion is going on. Should it be increased up to 21 years? It may be possible that in coming time it may be okay. So in this way, you have learned about the universal adult franchise. Okay. Now next is about this one, parliament. Parliament means the legislative body. I mean, it means the work of legislative union legislature is to make law. But here you have to learn elaborately about the parliament. Parliament is the legislative organ of the union government. Legislative organ. Legislative means law-making body. Legislative organ means law-making body. As you know, in each government, three important works are done by the three different organization, that is called legislative, executive, and judiciary. Legislative makes the law, executive implement the law, and judiciary interpret or explain the law. And in this way, by the help of three organs, government is made. So here, the name of the legislative organ of union government is parliament. Okay, parliament means its two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and the President of India. Be very careful in this regard. Parliament does not mean only two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, but it means two houses along with the President of India. Logically, I had proved how does a president a part, or how is the President of India a part of Parliament. Again, I am telling you, since Parliament means law-making body, the main work of the Parliament is to make law by the help of its two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, which discuss the bill and pass, and after that it is sent to the table of President for his or her consideration, approval, acceptance, or signature. Without the approval of President, without the acceptance of the President, no bill can be made law. So we see in this way, President is a part of Parliament. Is it clear? Again, I am telling you, Parliament means the organ which make the law. We know Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, that are the two houses of Parliament, pass the bill, but this bill cannot be called a law until President sign over this issue, over this bill. So President is a integral part of Parliament. Now, Parliament has two houses, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha is called the House of People. Why? Because here all the representatives of Lok Sabha, except two nominated candidates, are elected by the people. I mean, they represent the desires, requirements of the people, choices of the people. That is why Lok Sabha is called the House of People. It is called lower house, and the member of the house are elected by the people. Is it clear? Three, four things you have to learn. Lok Sabha is called House of the People. That is called lower house. The Lok Sabha is formed by the representatives elected by the people. Second house is known as Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha is also called Council of States because it represents the state. It is called upper house, and the people of this, the representative of this house, right? House are indirectly elected, right? Indirectly elected. Rajya Sabha is called the Council of States. It is called upper house, and the member of these houses are indirectly elected, right? Indirectly elected. Lok Sabha represents Indians, I mean people of India. Here I have written Indian, but in your book it is written people of India. While Rajya Sabha represents what? Represents state, right? It represents state. It represents states. Is it clear? The president is not an MP, I mean not the member of parliament. President is not a member of any house, right? Any house, okay. But it is called integral part of parliament because all bill needs his approval to be law. You have been discussing here. Now you see here one image is here, photograph. This is of Lok Sabha image, right? And this one red carpet, Rajya Sabha. Here you see green carpet, here Lok Sabha, and here red carpet. This question I left on you, and next day I will ask you why these differences are there. Now, why here is the green carpet and in Lok Sabha and in Rajya Sabha red carpet? You will try to know, and tomorrow or in the next class I will ask you, or you are free to ask. Knowingly I have given you chance to engage you in such activities to learn something regarding your topic. Now next is here Lok Sabha. Actually, you should also see the book now because I try my best to explain each and everything as per your paragraphs given in your book. So you can search, you can make the short question answer also. And one thing, again, I'm telling you, for you all, I have made this YouTube video public where by the help of my mail, I mean link, and without giving my link, you can open it by writing my name, Jitendra Kumar Singh. By opening the YouTube channel, you write class 8 or whatever. Now, topic or name, YouTube video, you write my name and search the video on my name, you will get. To make it easy to search by my student, I have done it. in spite of it, I think many of you are not taking advantage. All these slides are very useful for knowing something more given in your book, and it is very helpful to make question answers even from your exercise. Even the question that is given in your exercise can be solved in better way by the help of these slides. So please upload it, subscribe it, and this report I will take. I always see how many students of class 8 CD has uploaded it or subscribed it. Again today I will see. There is no need to have the link. You write my name and you search. Now let me to discuss. Here, some important facts regarding Lok Sabha. Earlier you have also learned Lok Sabha is called the lower house. It is called the House of People. The representative of this house are elected. All these things you have learned. Now here more information you will get. It is said, as per our constitution, maximum strength of our Lok Sabha should not be more than 550. And as per the rule, out of 550 members, 530 are elected from the states and rest 20 are elected from UT, Union Territories, right? Union Territories. Elections are based on secret ballot. I mean, no one can see to any voters in course of casting vote, right? In casting vote, right? Next is election based on security. And nowadays EVM also. What is the full form of EVM? Electronic voting machine. EVM means electronic voting machines, right? Highest number of vote gainer candidates. I mean the candidate of a constituency who gets maximum vote is declared elected, and he is called MP, Member of Parliament. Nomination of 2 members. This is rule also. The Anglo-Indian community. There is a special community, Anglo-Indians. It is formed by the person who are Anglo-Indians. I mean British Indian, right? If their representation is not in the Lok Sabha, in such case, President nominate, select two representatives from this community in Lok Sabha. Reservation is also done. I mean, some seats are reserved in Lok Sabha for ST, SC, earlier only for these two, and nowadays for OBC also. Now, women reservation is also a burning topic nowadays, but still women are not given the reservation, but it is going on. Now, in coming time, women also can get reservation. What is the aim behind the reservation? To assist, I mean to help, uplift and bring the ST, OBC into the national stream, right? National stream or national mainstream or in the activities. I mean to give them equal place. Okay, so these are the important facts regarding Lok Sabha. Next day, we will discuss about other 2-3 slides. Now let me to unmute you. You have 1 minute. Please ask if you want to. Right?